Alright, so everyone on YouTube goes to card shows and they always spend hundreds or thousands of pounds. But today, I'm doing the complete opposite. I went to London Card Show with just 50 great British pounds. And my goal? We were trying to complete the 1025 Pokedex, EX and above, or interesting cards. No, just common cards everywhere. Let's see how far I can get. London Card Show is one of the UK's biggest card shows. You'll find big names dotted around everywhere. I even bumped into some myself. I always see people doing huge spending, and for me, it's not realistic. I work a 9 to 5, I've got a normal job. I don't have money to spend on these massive grail cards, as much as I'd love to. The rules. I can only spend £50 total. I can trade using duplicate cards that I've already pulled throughout the binder collection so far. Every card must go towards the Pokedex binder. No cheating. Once the £50's gone, it's gone. Can I do it? The Pokedex is currently at 42 out of 1025. We're still very early on. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos and you can come along with me on the binder. I'll also show you where we're at in the binder at the end of the video. Let's head to London Card Show. Walking into London Card Show is always dangerous. So many cards, so many deals. I only have £50. The key for today is discipline. I'm looking for cheap singles, bulk deals, trade opportunities, and making sure I'm picking up cards I still need for the binder. Stupidly, I didn't actually plan which cards I wanted to pick up. It was kind of just pick what I like and try and stay within my budget. Stupid when you go to a card show. Tip number 1, don't buy the first card you see. Walk around, scout the area. You might find the card you want at one vendor, but it could be a lot more expensive than a vendor 5 stalls down. And you don't want to spend your money on the first one when you could have got it cheaper. Keep a mental note of where your cards are that you want and swing back around. You never know, you might find one cheaper elsewhere. I went to London Card Show in November and I had no idea there was a second floor. I felt absolutely stupid. It wasn't until I started watching people's buyer and seller POVs that I realised that there's a downstairs as well. After we did a scan round, I did pick up my first deal. As I said, I did bring some duplicates with me that I didn't need, and this would become very handy to try and stay within my budget. This was the first purchase, and with a bit of negotiation, we did come to a deal. I received a Pig Knight, a Dog Trio, and a Shift Tree. To be honest, I did get a little bit excited, but these cards look so cool, especially that Dog Trio with the hair. So the total for the cards was £21, but we did use the trade of my Moltres Full Art, stamped from the Moltres UPC. If you haven't watched that video, go and check it out as well. That was quite fun. First pickup of the day, 3 cards, 1 trader away, £10 cash. Looking all right. Another tip, cash is king. Vendors love cash. If you pay them by card, they generally get charged a fee, sometimes 1, sometimes 2%, sometimes even more than that, depending on what card you use. But with cash, they're more likely to wiggle a little bit. Plus, it'll come in handy for them in the future if they want to buy a big card. Remember your cash, guys. Second pickup of the day, wasn't a huge card, but once I saw it, I knew I wanted it. We picked up the Tugwig from Crown Zenith. Crown Zenith is flying at the moment. And we traded away my Ends Reshiram, meaning I spent a big fat £0 on this deal. Another card for the binder, 0 spent. It is going nicely. Feeling good, let's get this done. The next table had my biggest pickup of the day. 7 cards for the binder. What do we get? Iona's Kilowattrel in Japanese. Colours on this are popping. Furret, Full Art. Again, you can't say no to this card. Look at it. Cleavor V, Talonflame V, another V card. Look at those black borders. I really like the black borders of the V cards. Let me know if you agree. Zarude V, Corviknight V, a lot of V cards. And a Zoroark. This is the Hisuian form. I do have in Zoroark, and to be honest, I completely didn't realise I already had it. I need a way to track what I've already got, especially as we start filling the binder up more. If you've got a good way of tracking what I've already got other than a piece of paper, let me know in the comments. I'll be interested to check it out. I ain't taking a piece of paper around with me and ticking it off as I go. All those cards together were a total of £10, and the guy was a legend. I just had such a nice chat with him, and that's what I like about card shows. It's just connecting with people, chatting to people. I'll try and put his socials on the screen now, but it just makes such a difference. He was talking about how he's trying to do a full Pokedex as well. So am I. It was good to chat. It's nice. And that's one thing I noticed at the card show when comparing upstairs to downstairs. Downstairs was more focused on Pokemon and a bit of One Piece, whereas upstairs was a lot more kind of like football cards, sports cards, all types of cards really. But the people downstairs just seemed to want to chat more, wanted to get to know me, wanted to talk about Pokemon. They seemed more interested. The one massive red flag I had at the card show was those people with box after box after box of sealed product. I just don't get it. Not a single card in sight. I know some people collect it and that's all they collect, but I know they're not the kind of people we want in Pokemon right now. Scalper! This table had such a cool way of displaying their bulk cards, even though they didn't have sleeves on their cards. The cards in the display were £1.50 each, or 5 for £4. Not the best price, but I think at that table I was just so mesmerised how it looked that I just kind of spent and didn't even think about it. Squirtle from 151 in Japanese, small issue there, and I'll get onto that later. Numel from Mega Dream, I believe. Don't kill me, I should maybe have waited to see if I could get Ascended Heroes. Ambipom, again in Japanese. Cormorant, full art. Look at that guy just looking baffled. I have already got that card in English, but I am doing a master set and I give away all my duplicates. So if I get a spare one, it gets given away. Also, if you don't want to miss out on the duplicate giveaways, make sure you follow. And a Feeble, this card, the colour on it just looks so sick. I had to get this one. 4 cards for £5, plus the Squirtle for 11. It was 16, but the guy did it for 15. Not a massive saving, but again, he knocked the £1 off because I had cash. Little tip, Japanese cards, again, are going to be cheaper than English most of the time. There are a couple that don't fit into that. Japanese cards quality is also so much better than English. Not that it matters when it's sat in the binder. And personally, I do prefer having the English cards in my binder. But for now, while we're building it out, Japanese is fine. There is Korean as well that's even cheaper, and Chinese, but I just don't like the quality of them at all. Upstairs we went into the craziness. Oh my, it was nuts up there. We had Grail Guard stand as you walked in, displayed, looking good. They really did well on their display, and I was so tempted to buy some. I've got to be honest, for me, upstairs was rubbish. It was crazy. Couldn't get 20 tables, couldn't get through half the time, people everywhere. My budget was not in line to get any of these cards. Yeah, some vendors did have cheaper cards. You just got slabs in front of you, which is nice, so cool, lovely to see them, but I can't get them, and it's not the goal for today. We did pick up one card while we were upstairs, and that was the Lucario V-Star. I knew even before I started the Pokedex Binder, I wanted to pick up this card. I've been looking at it for so long, and I just had to pull the plug. Again, listed for £11. I got it for 10 because it was cash, knocked £1 off. Not crazy, but it's a nice little deal. With how busy it was getting and how I couldn't get 20 tables, I really wasn't actually enjoying myself at this point. So we stopped and thought we'd have some lunch. And this is where the day turned around. Free McDonald's burger. You heard it right. Burger. I think McDonald's are bringing out like their own trading cards or something, very odd, but they were doing like a collab and they were giving out either 2 free cheeseburgers or 2 McPlants. Obviously I went for the cheeseburgers, but that was just a nice little result. Free lunch. Not that lunch would come out my budget anyway, but it's still nice to have free lunch. Refreshed and fueled and ready to go. I thought I'd pick up some Korean packs. Even though I said I don't prefer Korean, I wanted to open 151 so badly, and a budget would not stretch to Japanese or English, so Korean it had to be. And this is where the problem happened. Did you not get one?
I'm going to be on this video.
Let's go. And that was the problem. We got a Korean War Turtle from 151 when we had just picked up earlier in the day the Japanese version. What do you think? Let me know in the comments what you think I should do here. As you can see as well, we did open up and get a Tanglia as well, so that's another addition for the Pokedex. I did see a couple of people displaying their cards like this, and to be honest, it really messes with my eyes. I don't know why, I just couldn't see what cards I wanted. I do think it's really cool and it's different, but it's just messed with my eyes so much. There was one table that I went to and I went back again. And again, I had a lovely chat with the guy, and I think that's kind of why I wanted to go back and have a little look what he got. I still had some of my budget left, so I wanted to see what I could pick up. There we picked up a Sliverwing and a Larvitar. I love this artwork, it's so cool. It's another card that I just really wanted to get my hands on, but just never did it. So I'm so glad I've now got it. This is the best bit about this Pokedex binder. I'm just putting in all the cards I love. And with that, our £50 budget had been completely spent. But that wasn't it. There was one more card. And I know what you're thinking. I had a rule, but don't worry. It wasn't broken. The Pidgey. My friend donated this card to me. Every time I saw them, I kept saying to my friends how I wanted like the Pidgeot, the Pidgey, the 3 cards that kind of react together. I put them all on screen now. And I kept speaking about it, nothing of it. And then he came up to me just before he left and he gave it to me. And that's like, that's so cool. okay, it's money. It's not the most expensive card in the world, but it's not the cheapest in the world. And the fact my friend just spent money and gave it to me, that just means the world to me. And with that, the £50 budget was done and it was time to go home. I had a great time at London Card Show. Honestly, I'm definitely going to try and go again. I've got some more card shows lined up throughout the year. 22 new cards to add to my binder. Let's go get them all into my Pokedex. Here is the Pokedex Binder, aka Big Daddy. If you want to follow along with me, I'll leave a link to it down below. It is an affiliate link, so I will get a little kickback, but any money I make off the channel goes straight back into it, so we can buy some more packs. So, looking in the binder, we obviously have the Charmeleon that we got from 151, and the Wartortle. I'll put the Japanese one in for now. I do want to get the 151 starters. I feel like that might be quite difficult now with the way the prices are going, because I believe it's now out of print. So that is going to be hard work. Couple here. Got the Pidgey that we put in, Pikachu from Surgeon Sparks, Nido King, that was just a promo card, so nothing special there. Then we then got, it's quite hard to show with the light, but the Dog Trio with the hair, that's awesome. Alakazam again, 151 in there. We've got the Executor from, that was from Pokemon Go, I think so. And then we've got the Mega Gengar, that is the Ascended Heroes Mega Gengar. Tangler, Kangaskhan EX, still very empty. We've got the Moltres SIR there, that was from the Moltres UPC, that's the promo card. Ferret in there, Mew 151 again. The binder is starting to take shape a little bit, but there are still a lot of gaps. As you can see as we go through, again, just 2 EXs there, nothing of anything special. Larvitar, I really like the artwork, I'm so happy to pick that one up. And a Blaziken EX. Again, just an EX card. I just love this artwork, that's why that's in there. I thought it looked so cool, especially with the Pokeballs. I think that's a Love Ball on there, correct me if I'm wrong. The Mega Gardevoir, I think it's from Inferno X or Mega Brave, I can't remember which one's which. The Japanese set anyway. That just looks such a cool artwork, I love that. Again, that was from the show that you've just seen. Quite a few empty pages. Numel, hopefully I don't pull one. Salamence, Journey Together. Another one from the card show. Just such a cool artwork, I love it so much. Again, another one from the card show. Lucario V-Star, I love it, I just love it in there, it looks so good. From Mega Dream, this full art. And we've got Mega Attack, the only Mega Attack we've had so far, and we're looking to get more. Pignite in there. Again, the starters, start again. Actually, that is one thing, let's go back quick. For these, because I want to get the 151 starters, it actually makes more sense for them to be this way, so I am debating putting the 3 starters there, then the cards down this way. I know it's like against binder law, and then just starting, so like the rest of the cards come down this way, so it'll be like, so Caterpie, Metapod, Butterfree, Weedle. Again, it will look a bit scrappy, but I think once it comes together it'll look really good, if I can pick up all the cards, that is. Mega Scrafty, again, a lot of empty pages so far, but it's all come together. Zoroark, I did switch out my other Zoroark for that one. It's a full art, so it's better. Well, it's a V card, so it looks a bit nicer for me personally. We've got the Reshiram from Journey Together. We've got 2 of those, but I traded one away. And I do believe the Zekrom that is coming from the ETB promo cards for Extended Heroes, the artwork's kind of linked together, so that'd be cool. I have got a Pokemon Center one and a standard one, luckily, so I will be putting one of them in the binder for the Zekrom slot. So that's coming. Talonflame, already know that. Slurpuff, again, most of them you've probably already seen. A couple here from Horlucha, and again another one from Mega Dream. When we did that open, we got lots of hits. Still not a lot here. Looking to get more as we go along. Still a lot of empty pages, but this is just beginning. Look at that art. Oh, look at that art. It's just so nice. So nice to see. I think I say it's still early on. We've got the Obstagoon from Ascended Heroes as well. I say this, I'm still so early on, but I'm actually really happy with where we're going so far. I think it looks already so nice. Like some of the pages I flip, I just look at it and I'm just so happy with. Kilowattrel, I own this Kilowattrel. Japanese, I don't think I'm not too bothered about upgrading to the English. It's just not one of the necessities right now. But it is a cool artwork. Look at that, Tatsugiri. What a lovely, lovely bit of work that is. Looking beautiful, looking colourful. Again, nothing special, and that's the end of the binder. The new total is on screen. Now, that is how far we are. We're going to keep going, we're going to keep grinding. Ascended Heroes ETBs are dropping any day now, and I'm hoping, I've got Pokemon Center ones, I'm hoping to get some more on release day, so you'll see that when that comes out. Massive thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. Leave a like on the video if you liked it. Anything you want to comment, let me know. Criticism, anything I can do to improve, anything you want to see. This is, oh, you enjoy watching it. I want to give you something that you like watching. Massive thanks for watching. Love you. Bye.